Last year, I saved over $18,000, and the crazy part, I didn't follow a budget. No spreadsheets, no apps, no tracking every dollar. I just made a few intentional changes to how I live day to day. These are frugal fixes, not extreme couponing or living on rice and beans. Just practical shifts that made a massive difference, and anyone can do them. First, I audited my subscriptions. You know the usual suspects: Netflix, Spotify, that design tool you forgot about, maybe a random fitness app. I was paying for over 12 subscriptions, and I wasn't even using half of them. I cut it down to 3. Just that saved me nearly $2,000 a year. It took 20 minutes to log into my Apple and bank account, cancel stuff, and boom, money back in my pocket every month. Second, I stopped outsourcing everything. I realized I was paying for things out of convenience: food delivery, ride shares, laundry service. Once I added it up, I was spending around $400 a month just because I didn't feel like cooking or walking. So, I made a small rule: 3 home-cooked meals a week, and walk instead of Uber if it's under 1.5 miles. I didn't cut everything, but I cut enough to save over $4,000 a year. Another big one, I rethought my phone plan. I was on a premium plan with unlimited everything for $85 per month. After checking my actual usage, I was barely using 5 gigabytes of data and never using perks like hotspot or international calling. I switched to a prepaid plan for $25 per month. It works just as well, no contracts, and that switch alone saved me $720 a year. Groceries were a quiet leak. I didn't stop eating well, but I changed how I shopped. I stopped buying everything at one premium store and started using a mix: Aldi for basics, local farmers market for fresh stuff, and bulk stores for things like rice and oats. I also started meal planning loosely, not a strict plan, but knowing 3 to 4 meals I'd make in the week helped avoid random shopping, where I'd waste food. This saved around $2,500 across the year without feeling like I was depriving myself. One of my favorite changes: I stopped buying little rewards. You know, that $6 coffee every other morning because I had a rough day yesterday, or I deserve it today. When I added it up, those little emotional purchases cost me almost $150 per month. Instead, I started making my own iced coffee at home and treated myself once a week instead of 5 times. It felt intentional, not restrictive, and I still looked forward to it. I also started fixing before replacing. This was big. A broken zipper, a loose chair leg, a cracked phone screen. I used to just replace things. But YouTube is full of tutorials. I learned to patch clothes, fix minor tech issues, and repair small home things. I didn't become a handyman overnight, but fixing instead of replacing saved me about $1,200 last year. Let's talk impulse buying. I implemented the 48-hour rule. If I saw something I wanted online, I added it to a wish list and waited 48 hours. If I still wanted it, I'd consider it. 80% of the time, I didn't care anymore. That single rule helped me stop wasting money on things I didn't actually need, and saved me over $1,500 without feeling like I was forcing myself to not shop. Vacations. I still traveled, but I started traveling smart. Instead of fancy hotels, I used points, stayed in Airbnbs, or traveled off-season. I saved around $2,300 on 2 trips last year just by booking smarter and avoiding tourist traps. Lastly, I embraced secondhand. Facebook Marketplace, thrift stores, even borrowing. I got a barely used blender, bookshelf, and camping gear, all for less than a third of the retail price. Honestly, most people sell things they barely used. That saved me another $1,800 at least, and I didn't feel like I sacrificed quality. None of these frugal fixes were extreme. I didn't have to live like a monk. I just made choices that felt better aligned with my values and financial goals. And over the course of a year, they added up to more than $18,000. So if you're someone who hates budgeting or always forgets to track your spending, you're not alone. You don't need to become a spreadsheet nerd to get control of your money. You just need to be intentional with the little stuff. If you found even one of these tips helpful, please give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more real-life money tips that actually work. You've got this. Every dollar saved is a step toward freedom.